Good evening, Southeast Texas and Southwest Louisiana. I'm meteorologist Lucas Bostwick. We're taking a look at radar loop over the past couple hours, and we can see that we have quite a few showers and thunderstorms that have been going on throughout the area. And more recently, we had a few showers and storms kind of redevelop. And what's happening here is that we have not had the cold front completely move through yet. And until it does, we will still have the risk of some showers and thunderstorms going forward. And we're actually going to talk a little bit about that chance of rain that may be coming up overnight. So just bear with me a second. Let's talk about the overall region area. This is sponsored by Switch Electric. And we see that on satellite radar, we do have clearing skies to our north and northwest, but we still don't have the actual cold front through, and we're waiting on that to move through before we can say that rain chances are really, for the most part, over. Now, as far as current temperatures are concerned, we're running now in the low 80s in the southern regions, and then 70s, low 70s in some cases further north and then to our east. But we still don't have a lot of cooling yet because that front has not yet moved through. And if we look at our current temperatures across the country, we do see that Dallas is at 79. You might say, well, it looks like that cold front's not through Dallas yet. Well, it actually has moved through. It's just that the temperatures have not really cooled down yet for this evening, and also the air is much drier over there. We'll talk about that cold front, about what time it's going to be moving through in a minute. Now, if we look at our regional view, we'll see that our temperatures are right now running around 76 or so. And then further out to our east, we see that temperatures are around 80. Look at that. Laredo is still 94. Pretty hot out there still this evening after 8 o'clock. Now, our future cast is showing that overnight we see this band of a line of showers and thunderstorms really develop along the cold front. That's what this is. This is sponsored by Modern Concrete and Materials. And what we see is that front is offshore mostly by the time we get to around 6 in the morning. So we're thinking if we are looking for the time frame, it should be somewhere between midnight and 6 when we see probably a line develop and refire. The exact location of where it will refire is a little tricky to know for sure, but we do believe that it will refire and then it'll push offshore in the morning hours. And then we see a little bit of rain possibly left over even out to noon. There might be some leftover rain, especially in our southern southwestern regions like Brazoria County. And then everything really starts to move offshore and we start to clear by Thursday evening. So it'll definitely bring in some cooler and drier air. At forecast rainfall totals, we're looking at possibly another 1 to 2 inches, not out of the question. Even out to our east, we're seeing that there could be 3 to 4. It's not out of the question to see such heavy rainfall rates with this line that's moving through. So definitely could have quite a few higher rainfall totals, but not too much. So it should be able to handle those amounts. Now, as far as the cold front, we see it does push offshore tomorrow, or rather early morning tomorrow, and then it moves way offshore. And we see that we get a lot of clear skies in the forecast, and to mostly clear. And this is going to bring in a lot cooler air of this cold front. So we should have considerably cooler temperatures for lows. This is sponsored by Neutron Electrical Services. And that higher pressure is also going to be building in to help clear things out. Some areas could be in the upper 50s going forward, but we see that even tomorrow morning, we should have in our northern, far northern regions, Lufkin, Zavala, San Augustine, and Hemphill in the 60s, even stretching down into Jasper, Newton, and Woodville. We see that the 70s kind of start around Votaw and Silsbee and stretching out eastward, but we definitely are having some cool air beginning to start to push in a little bit overnight. And then highs tomorrow, they will be in the mid to upper 80s in general, and a little bit cooler, possibly down towards the beach. But overall, tomorrow, not as hot as today. And our 7-day outlook is calling for those morning storms tomorrow, quite possible. And then over this weekend, look at that. Mid to lower 60s, upper 50s possible in northern regions. And then next week, we definitely have some cool weather continuing. And then the same for Southwest Louisiana. Morning storms, and then this weekend, absolutely beautiful. And lows running in the low to mid 60s with those upper 50s possible, especially around the Leesville area in particular. Be sure to check out our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GulfCoastWX. And don't forget to subscribe to it. And also check out our Facebook page as well. Shout out to all of our sponsors for making this video possible. And everyone have a good evening. Check out Johnny's forecast in the morning for in case we still have some storms going on. All right, everyone. Have a good evening.